That's all in terms of settings. There are few additional unnecessary settings which you can use. That is that setting up starting date, end date. They are very lessly used. So this setting is primarily used when you want to end up the campaign or when you want to start a campaign. Let's say you planned a Diwali campaign, so you can't start a Diwali campaign right now. So what you will do is you will set up a campaign today and starting date, let's say 20 days prior to Diwali, and end of Diwali for next 3 4 days you run the campaign, and after over that. So you set up a starting date as well, end date as well. As I can't set up a starting date because my campaign has already started. So that's why I can't set it up. But when you create a new campaign, generally you can set it up. Okay. So that's starting date and end date. That is all in settings. Now, next thing is when you go on ad groups, you see all your ad groups. Okay. In whichever the ad groups you want to go, let's say ad group BB Delhi, you will see, okay, you will see all the keywords related to it. Okay. Are filtered over, are put it over here. And when you see all the keywords over here, you can build a campaign. Okay. For building it, what you have to keep one thing in mind. First of all the keywords should be themed. Okay. And once the keywords are themed, let me show you when this campaign was running. I can't remember. It was running in 2005, like almost 5 years back. I was running this campaign, and it was giving this much number of clicks, impressions, conversion. I don't think we had set up a conversion rate. Yeah, there was no conversion rate set up primarily. Okay, so when we were running this campaign in 2000 back in 2015, so these were the results that I was getting. Uh, I got how many clicks? I got around 5 clicks. Imagine how bad that campaign was in 2015, but fine. So we were running this campaign, and now I will tell you how to create ads. Ads are always created against each ad group. Okay, you can't create ads for the whole uh, campaign. You have to create ads for each ad group separately. Okay, keep one thing in mind. First of all, whenever you are creating ads, is you have to write or you have to create at least 3 ads. When you select 10 keywords, you should select at least 3 ads. And all the 3 ads should talk about a different perspective of the product or the service which you are selling. Never ever try to set up a single ad and expect results. Why not a single ad? There is a simple reason for it, that whenever you set up a single ad, you put all the points related to uh, only one thought process. But when you set up 3 different ads from 3 perspectives, then what happens is your 3 different perspectives will satisfy 3 different kinds of users, and Google understand the user very much in detail. Okay, so he will show the relevant ads. That's why it is mandatory or it's necessary. I would not say mandatory, but it is necessary to set up ads in that session. How to do that? Click on add and extensions, then click on add. Automatically ad will open and this will show what ad you were running. And when you click on add, click on new, there are 3 types. The variation is primarily you want to use the same ad across the entire account, so you can use that. the other two are text and responsive ad. So let me show you how to create a text ad and then responsive ad. So text ad is simply a combination of three headlines, one, two, three, then a display part, description one and description two, and final URL. What is final URL? Final URL is the landing page URL on which you want to take your user to. Okay, so let's take the case of Henry Harvin. Okay, so they have a course section, they have a management section. In that, they have a black belt course. Okay, so this will be my landing page where my user will come. Okay, second is headline. Headline is primarily how I use these three headline is in a specific order. The first headline is always talk about what user is looking for. Sorry guys. Okay. The first headline is used for the product name or what user is looking for. Like in this case, user is looking for a Six Sigma black belt certification. So what I will do is I will type Six Sigma black belt. Oh, I missed black belt. अब look at this. I have left with 10 characters only. So let me try to write certification if it comes. Okay, certification doesn't come in 10 characters, so I have to think of something else. So I will write training. Okay, so you will get Six Sigma black belt black belt training. What user is looking for the same thing? Yes, and we are satisfied. He is at correct as. Second is the USP of your product. Okay, USP is defines how you can differentiate from your competitors. In this case of Henry Harvin, we can quote, we can say rated in top three courses by training 360. Okay. Now, not 350, 360. You look at it. Now this is not coming again. It's going beyond it. So we will say top top three top three rated course by training 360 or top in top three courses by or just top three courses by training 360. Okay, that gives an edge. Next is the trust factor. Trust factor is, let's say you get 4.3 per 5-star rating from students. Again, it's not coming from student. Okay, so you create a trust factor. Here you add a USP of the product. You can write anything in USP of the product. Live, interactive, training section, training session. Okay, and then you have to edit it. And over here, that rated among the top three courses on that site, training 360. Primarily use that your product, then your differentiation point, and then the trust factor. Is that clear how to structure your ad to everyone?
No, the second one, what is it? Differentiation? I did not
The
understand.
difference between you and your competitor related to the product.
Okay.
Okay. And the third one, so I've already told you. Okay. Then after that, display part. Display part is nothing, just to put your keywords. So somebody searching Six Sigma, black belt. So you write keywords over here, nothing else. Okay. Nothing else. Okay. And after that, in description, although 90% of the people don't read them in detail, you will talk about the features of your product. Over here, like live interactive training sessions, 120 hours of course, complete flexible batches. Okay, different products, different features of the product, like ranked in the number one Six Sigma certification in India, participated by these people, aligned to AISS book of knowledge, gain experience of 12 projects, and both classroom and this training is and affiliated to different organizations or rank number one, these five different points. Okay, so that is what you have to define. You can write membership plan, career benefits, whatever your product's USPs are. Okay, you can just fill up that. That's all. Like this, our page is built specifically in this manner where we can write it simply. Okay, I just copy this text. Our content is very specifically 195 words. So, okay. Rank number one, we have already said earlier. So that's it. If you want to add a couple of points over here, you can add it as well. Simple. Nothing else. This is how an ad is made. Ad is relevant, attractive, ad is relevant, beating your competition is relevant, trustable, again relevance, and give more features of it. This is how you form an ad.
आधे घंटे में करता हूँ
Okay, this is how you form an ad. Is that clear to everyone? How to create an ad? What should be the content of an ad? Okay, perfect. So then after that, save your ad and your ad will be created. I'm not saving it, the real account, so doesn't make sense to me to save it. Okay. After you create your ad, okay, if I go on Google, search, let's suppose this only, let's continue this example of Six Sigma. Okay, you see an ad, you see headline one, headline two, description one, description one, and description two. But after that, do you see 150 years of experience? This is extra content. Okay, if I copy the whole content, and because our subject lines, okay, just look at the number of words, characters. It has 252 characters. Whereas in our ad, if you remember in description, we have a limit of 90 characters, description one, and similarly a limit of 90 characters, but they are writing beyond that. 252, how they are getting space. Because if you try to save your ad beyond the number of character limits, then you will not be allowed to save it. Okay. Similarly, others also you can see again huge number, and then this clickable link which you have never seen before. Then this ad is very wasteful. Then simply learn ad was simple. Okay. Then you see KPMG ad, free level ads, then clickable link, and then this also has a clickable link and different content. How they are producing that much content, how they are placing it. Our ad so doesn't allow that. Then how it is happening is with the help of ad extension. So we will learn 9 to 10 extensions, how you can put more and more content in your ad. So the first ad extension is site link. So what is a site link ad extension? The clickable link ads text which you have seen over here. This is coming because of the site link ad extension. So when you see a site link ad extension, it is the links in the ad apart from the main link is coming because of that. And in site link text, whatever you write, like download brochure, let's say you type. Okay, so download brochure will come and a description one about it and a description two about it. Similarly, like we set up a final URL for our ad. Similarly, you have to set up a link for it as well. It could be a same link, it could be a different link. Okay, no problem. Similarly, you can set up second extension, third site link extension, and fourth. Keep one thing in mind. Whenever you are setting up, you have to set up at least 4 site links. Otherwise, Google will not consider it as a complete selection of all the 4 site links and will never show any of the site links. If you make only 3 site links and you think that Google will show it, Google will not never going to show it. So keep one thing in mind whenever you are making the ad extension of site link, then you have to create at least 4 of them. First extension. Second is call out extension.